Hello internet, hello and welcome to this video. I'm not as sick anymore, I'm actually pretty good right now, so that's great. Hello and welcome to Creative Chaos, episode 5, the show about design, making up design and then destroying that design, and in the end we probably get nothing done. Anyways, last episode I asked you guys to leave some concept heroes in the comment section, and you did. We've got quite a lot of them. And I went through that, and I chose the ones that I thought to be the most interesting. And, well, I'm gonna tell you about those. I chose 9. Not 9. This is not 9. 9. Okay, I chose 9. And you guys got one vote. One vote, and down in the comments, you can leave that vote. And you are going to vote for which hero you want me, or you want us, to continue talking about which hero you want us to continue discussing. One vote. I will choose the 3 heroes with the highest votes, and then we will continue talking about those. Simply because 9 heroes is just too many. I honestly think 3 might be a little bit too much too, but we're gonna try to do our best with 3, right? Anyways, you get 1 vote, and well, today I'm just gonna tell you about those heroes, right? I'm not gonna give you any of my opinion on that, because that might influence yours. We're gonna keep it simple, we're gonna keep it quick today. And yeah, I of course only got 1 vote too, and I will not post that anywhere. I'm just gonna add it towards the one I think is most interesting. Anyways, so let's go ahead and talk about the heroes we've got. First up is the Boogeyman, a hero designed to be played as a roaming ganker/carry. He relies on surprising enemies and spreading fear. Hide, his bread and butter. Use it and select any object at all, and you are disguised as that object. Replace a tree or creep for lulz. Movement, attacking, casting cancels the hide, channeling does not. Then we've got Terrifying Claws. For the next 3 seconds, all auto attacks cost a 1 second fear. This has got some numbers in it. I was very close to not putting this hero on here because there were some numbers in there, but still, I still thought he was interesting though. Just this once, I'm gonna accept this. But from this point on, guys, you know, no numbers. Numbers are not allowed. No numbers. Anyways, then we've got the 3rd spell for ganking and the ultimate boo. Just a big old AoE fear. Maybe with a chop. So much for Boogeyman. Next up is a Gold Digger. The Gold Digger can dig under the ground? Let me try that again. The Gold Digger can dig, turning invisible. When he exits this, his next attack will crit for a medium amount of damage. If you last hit something, you will get an extra amount of gold. She should also have an initiation spell. When you use the spell, you jump onto a back and gain extra movement speed for a short duration. At the end of the duration, all enemies hit should be stunned for medium duration. You can reactivate the spell to cause the stun. Then we've got a great concept hero, would be a sort of martial arts hero, switching between stances, fast attacks, heavy hitting, movement speed, you name it. All his abilities will have a short cooldown, allowing him to stand stance. His ultimate could be a rather low cooldown ability that will greatly enhance the next stance he enters for a few seconds. In my eyes, a perfect example of an unsynergetic concept hero, relies on adapting to the situation stance by stance. Then we've got a Minion Master, a hero who uses summons. She will hide and let lots of summons fight for herself. She will fight like kinda lone druid, while putting more distance between herself and summons. However, she will have a lot of units. They will cover the area like Cancer, Lancer, Illusions. Now, somebody asked the question, what makes it different than a lone druid and Cancer Lancer? I'm sure you have something really cool in mind. I'm just curious. Well, she would be a caster where druid and Lancer solely depend on farm and carry power. She can even support mega teamplay items. And our idea is to each summon to have their own spells, and she can summon mage minions or tanky mons, scouting mons, and then she would have only summoning spells or passive spells that benefit allied units or even maybe heroes as well. The Minion Master. Next up is the Native American, a hero concept. Whatever, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but the hero throws his projectile at the enemy as a fast moving skill shot, nuke stun and tapering slow. Then we've got the W, tracking. Activate to increase vision and detect if enemies have been in the surrounding area recently. Hero gains movement speed depending on how recently enemies were in the area. We've got the E, Tomahawk, chop. Chance to fear/crit on attack. Activate to chop down trees. And we've got the ultimate, Smoke Snicker, lights fire that friendly units can TP to. Next up, the Illusionist, which apparently is a bad name. I don't think so. I like it. Anyways, a hero that focuses on confusing / tricking their enemies. We've got Q, a single target stun that does extra damage if the target can't see you. We've got W, can be activated to confuse enemies in a small area around you, which makes them run around kind of like a stun, so I guess a fear. Then we've got the E, grants a passive running speed boost if in a different form. And the ultimate, click on a hero to steal its form passively. Activate again to equip the form of the hero, which makes you look like the stolen hero skin. Interesting. Also, we had some questions about the E, because if the E only works when you're in a different hero if you're in a different form, then wouldn't the E be useless without the ultimate? So he said, let's rework the E a bit. E gives a passive speed boost. In ultimate form, you get a higher speed boost, an option to toggle it on / off between the alt and the ultimate speed boost. Anyways, and we also got the Tracer. We've got Trace, passive ability that applies a debuff on all enemy heroes that are within a wide range of Tracer, that shows footprints behind them when they move. Last Hope, an AoE ability that slows all enemies caught in it by 50% and places the Devilish Deed, that's a fancy name, debuff on them. We've got Disturbing Sight, skill that boosts Tracer's movement when in range of a traced hero. And Devilish Pull, Tracer instantly pulls all heroes with the Devilish Deed debuff next to him, damaging them by a large amount. And then we've got the Water Child, sorry. E, passively increases attack when the hero is near a source of water. We've got Q, a wave lifts the hero and moves them rapidly a short distance. W, creates a wall of water. If an enemy walks through it, the wall slows him. Press W one more time, the wall falls, dealing AoE damage, stronger near the river. And then we've got the ultimate, the R. After some delay, summons a global map ring that deals a bit of damage, buffs, allies and debuffs enemies. And then we've got the Wind God. I would like a Wind God concept here. One of his skills is to summon a gust of wind that will buff the movement speed of friends. He can also make enemies fly by using a tornado, and an enemy is disabled for the duration, but he can still be attacked but takes less damage. His ult can also summon a hurricane in an AoE, and the hurricane will deal dot and apply the tornado to all the heroes in sight. And his last skill is a passive that gives his team attack speed. So, you've got 9 heroes to choose from. Choose one, choose the one you like, and then we will move on. Once we have got the 3 heroes, we are going to continue talking about, then we're gonna rip those apart. So be excited for that. Yet again, I want to remind you that you have to stick to those instructions. If you yet again decide to just post random bullshit in the comments about new heroes you came up with, I'm gonna have to scrap this show, because, well, there's nothing to it then. So please stick to the instruction and choose the one hero you really, really like. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video, and see you tomorrow. Bye.